and welcome to our Creators Assemble Limelight interview. I am Tiffany, the amazing teacher representation of Creators Assemble, and I am so excited to introduce everybody to Emily Larrabee. Her art is currently on display in our Limelight Gallery in creatorsassemble.org. So Emily, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Emily Larrabee. I am a Georgia native illustrator, character designer, children's book illustrator, and I have recently moved out here to try and break into a little bit of animation, maybe. So, yes, I'm very new to the area.
When did you move here?
Um, right at the beginning of June. Yeah.
Everything go okay with that? It's kind of a scary time to be moving.
Yes. Yeah, I had already made the plan before like the entire world ended. And so I couldn't really take it back.
Well, welcome and congratulations on making it. So that's
Thank
good. So let's just start off with something easy. What is it about drawing that you find so appealing?
Um, I guess some of my inspirations come from like just seeing stuff that I like. So being able to play with my style and like getting to explore different ways of like creating like my representation of the world, I guess. Like I keep chirping over my words here, but yeah. Like I said, a lot of my character designs I like playing with shapes, so I like being able to see things and kind of simplify it down to how I see it.
You do have a very specific style. Do you know where that kind of came from?
A lot of practice. A lot of my inspirations kind of work very simply. So I kind of have adopted that as my way of doing things as well, yeah.
It's great. I love it. So now what influenced you? How old, I guess, were you when you realized you were so great at this and wanted to do it?
Um, I started drawing around 3 or 4. Yeah. But you know, I kind of said earlier that I grew up in Georgia, and it was like very small town Georgia. So it wasn't something that I pursued really until I got to about high school and realized that there were more opportunities than what I saw. So yeah, casually for almost my entire life, seriously for about 10 or so years maybe.
So what was the switch for you? What made you decide to start going for it?
I kind of became accustomed to using the internet more, and I kind of just like it opened up the world to me a little bit. And so I started to see where people are able, like, that animation is an actual job that you can work in. And I found visual development through that. And that's kind of more what I'm leaning towards being interested in now.
And that's the scary thing, right? Making money, surviving off of this.
Yes.
Do you have an outside job?
Yes, I work like a part-time like retail job and then I freelance in my spare time.
Okay.
So that's how I've been balancing that so far.
And how is the balance? Is it difficult having to have those two different?
It can be. um, like it usually balances out pretty well. Like I can get both of them done in a fair amount of time. There are times when it is a lot piled up, but most of the time it's pretty manageable.
Sorry, you're doing okay with the stress management aspect of all of
Yeah,
that?
it's been all right.
So let's go into your actual work then. What are your favorite types of mediums?
I work primarily in Photoshop. Um, I didn't like because I love pencil to paper as well, and so I kind of stayed away from it for as long as I could. And then I learned how amazing Photoshop is, and I kind of haven't gone back. but I still love like traditional, like I carry a sketchbook around as much as I can, like ink and marker, pencil. I love painting, but I don't get to do it as frequently. So, but yeah, I try to do as much as I can, but digital is by far the easiest to maintain.
So then moving from the things you like to do, what's that thing you hate drawing the most? What is that? Oh, I'd rather not do that.
Oh, the usual things like I think a lot of people I've heard I hate bicycles. Horses get me every time. And then I always like I can do it, but like male characters always trip me up. They take at least a second draft before they're ready to go.
That's interesting. I'm not an artist in any way, shape, or form, and I always hear like the usual hands. I hate drawing hands.
Yeah,
I've never
that's
heard of
true.
bicycles.
Yeah.
That's
Bicycles are they're tough.
that's very interesting to me. Okay, so then we have discussed the need, obviously, for a side gig while you're doing this. What are you hoping, as far as career goals are concerned? Where are you hoping to go with your art?
Like I said, I right now I'm just kind of pushing towards getting a little bit more illustration. When I get to a point, I would love to break into character design. I love animation the most. I know that character design kind of can span a different like number of things. It can be like video games and like technically children's book illustration, but you also have to like know all of illustration kind of to get through that. But yeah, so animation, visual development is kind of where I'm headed, hopefully.
Love it. Now, are you into comics at all?
Yes. I don't really get to do them a lot. Like I'll sometimes do a few, but it's kind of rare. It's not something that I think about doing super often, but then when I do, I'm always here for it.
Oh yeah. Well, now if there was one comic that would approach you and said, "Hey, can you draw for us?" Who would it be?
Oh man. It would have to be Marvel because I'm a Marvel person. I like Spider-Gwen. That would be fun, and Squirrel Girl would be really
Oh,
fun.
that's awesome. In keeping with your theme of drawing women, you got to
Yeah.
have the females. I love it. So now you just had this huge move. You're in a completely new place. You're trying to get things started again. What's keeping you going? What's your drive?
um, I've been just applying for a lot. Like I said, I've been finding a lot more opportunities out here, like just even through LinkedIn. Like I feel like there's just been more and more popping up. I don't know if it's because we kind of started to get back into normal, or if it's just like it's picking me up in a new location and giving me more options. But yeah, so that's what I've been doing is just applying, working on my portfolio, back to applying, and just kind of flip flopping. Yeah.
Hitting the grindstone, all that fun stuff, right?
Yeah.
So now, hold on one second. I have to go on to page 2 here. Outside of art, what are your passions?
Um, I watch a lot of TV and movies, which sounds lame, but I do like a lot of fan art, and that's where a lot of inspiration for like my personal pieces come in. So recently, I've been binging a lot of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Game of Thrones is one of my top favorites. I've been watching Little Women, the new one,
Oh, I
and
haven't seen that yet.
yeah, that and Emma, the new one of that. They're both so pretty. I can't recommend them enough. So yeah, I have a couple of fandoms that I watch a lot of stuff for that I then turn around and make into art.
So you get to still have that creative aspect, but it's not specific to.
Yeah, it's relaxing for the moment, but like in my brain, I can go through and be like, "Oh, that would be really cool if I drew that."
What drew you to getting involved with Creators Assemble?
I actually had a connection on LinkedIn, and she knew that I'm like looking around for like kind of staying in the area, and she suggested you guys. She said that she had worked with you in the past, I believe, and she just sent me the link. And like right as she sent it is right when you guys had put up applications for the charity zine. So I was
Okay.
like, okay, well, I can do that. Like, I surely have something. And so I applied for it, and yeah,
And now here you are, our Limelight artist,
here I am.
getting interviewed and displayed. So now here's your chance to plug your work. What do you want to be remembered for?
I like making work that I'm proud of. So if I am remembered for anything, it would just be that no matter how other people feel about it, that it's something that I'm proud of and can be proud of. And yeah, so that's why I'm not super picky about like the job world either. Like anywhere where I can be making nice work, always good.
You know you'll give it your all no matter what, and
Mhm.
it'll be good.
Yeah.
So now where can we find your art, and are you open to taking commissions?
Um right now I am working on a freelance gig, so I can't take any commissions right now, but usually yes, I'm always open for it. And if you find me through social media, of course send something over and I can give you availability. But Twitter and Instagram, I'm at Emily Sketch _. And then my website is www.emilylarrabeeillustration.com. And you can email me through there.
Fantastic. Is there anything else you'd like to throw out there at the end of this?
Um, I guess not. Just thanks for interviewing. It's been really fun.
Good, I'm glad. Okay, so thank you so much for your time today. And for everyone else, if you would like to be in the Creators Assemble Limelight or just are looking for a helping hand in the creative world, go and find more at creatorsassemble.org, and you can visit our galleries, find new creators just like Emily, and see our upcoming events. It was so great talking to you. I love your stuff, and I wish you the best. Thank you so much, Emily.
Thanks so much. Thanks for having me.
Bye.
Bye.